Hello there. I'd like to share with you my book, Manage Your Staff More Effectively. If you employ staff because you're a business owner or you're a team manager because you're working in a much bigger company, then you have to manage staff. And at times it can feel like herding cats. When it goes well, it's wonderful. But when it isn't, it's incredibly stressful and it can have a far reaching impact on not only your health and well being, but the health and well being of the people within your team and ultimately on your bottom line. Your staff are your treasure, they need to be nurtured. But if you have been a great salesperson or a great technician and you've been promoted to manage other people, it's a completely different skill set. And all of the skills and expertise that you've created to date won't necessarily help you get the best out of your people. If you don't get the best out of your people, then ultimately you're setting yourself and them up for stressful situations, conflict, and for the organization not to do very well. And, there's going to be an even greater skills shortage. People who are experienced and have the expertise and the creativity to help your team or your business do well. If you don't manage them effectively, then they will vote with their feet and they'll disappear. So I want to talk to you about Manage Your Staff More Effectively. And it's a book that actually brings together a distillation of all of the things that I used in my own award-winning organization. Because ultimately there is a structure. There is a way of getting the best out of people. Now, some people are natural leaders and they do it instinctively. But for most people, they do some of it well, but other things they find very difficult. If you happen to be of the school of, well, I won't delegate, I'll do it myself because at least I know it's done properly, that's a recipe for disaster for you because you're likely to go into overwhelm and ultimately become so tired, so stretched that you'll end up doing things badly and that will have a knock-on effect. But just as important, that if you do it all yourself, if you micromanage, then what you do is you kill the enthusiasms, the motivation, the ownership of what you are trying to achieve from all of the people that you work with. And that's incredibly counterintuitive and it's counterproductive too. So the book looks at a whole range of things. Now, it can be used in a variety of ways. You can use it to dip into if there are certain things that you're facing, for example, that you want to get people to take ownership of your vision, for example, or how to build your dream team, or how to have those difficult conversations when things don't go right, or indeed how to avoid needing to have those difficult conversations when things don't go right. Remember, this is a distillation of 20 years experience of running the same organization and taking it to an award-winning place that was sustained over time. It's been stripped of any particular industry jargon. This would work in any industry. It doesn't matter what your widgets are, the principles, the strategies, they're tried and tested, they work. Because not only did I do it in my own organization, but I've done it in countless other organizations in a whole range of different industries. This stuff works. So if you get the book, you can use it to dip into. But if you are an inexperienced leader or manager, then you can use it as a training manual. And it starts and it's done in a sequential, structured way to help you develop the understanding of how you can manage effectively and get the best out of your people. If you are someone who likes to study yourself and finds it that you read and get a lot out of that, then the book's a great starting point. But if you want more, then on the website, there's a whole range of options for you. You can come and join one of the group sessions, the 1-2 day group sessions that will give you a kickstart. And in those sessions, we will actually look at these principles, but also have the opportunity within the group to examine what's going on in your organization and to actually tailor it to some extent for your organization as much as we can in a 1 or a 2 day workshop. There's also an extended Enlightened Leadership Program, 10 months, accredited with CPD, the Continuous Professional Standards Standards Office in the UK. It counts for CE hours. You'd work with leadership facilitators on a one-on-one basis. Everything's delivered online. Everything within Gina Gardner Associates is now delivered online. When we have less restrictions, there'll be the opportunity to offer these in a bespoke way, perhaps for organisations where there are numbers of people wanting to do the programme. But for the moment, it's all delivered online. Some of it face-to-face, one-on-one, some in groups, but all of it is designed to help you be the best leader and manager that you can. So the book's a starting point. We have 1 and 2 day corporate retreats. There is a 10-month extensive program which looks at you as the leader, because in order to lead others, you've got to lead yourself first. You have to walk your talk, to be authentic. And in order to do that, you need to do that deep dive work on yourself. And the program is designed to help you do that. But also, if you want to work on a one-on-one with me, there are opportunities to do that. It all depends on how much you've got to do and how much you want to do and how you learn best. We're moving into a very new scenario, one where all of the old parameters have been thrown up in the air, and it's a time for leaders to recognize that the way in which you led prior to COVID and everything that's happened is not going to be the way that's going to work moving forward. It has to be creative. It has to be using the skills, talents, experience, and expertise of all of the people that you work with. Not only does that keep them incredibly motivated, so they want to stay, but it also means that you have time to be strategic. You're the common denominator. You take yourself into every situation, every moment of every day. And so it makes sense for you to be well-resourced, to have that sense of confidence that you can deal with every situation with your staff and your suppliers and your clients or your customers. So you can get the book. It's on the web, available on the website. It's available in Amazon and all good places where you can get good books. But what I would say to you is take action. Don't get left behind. You know, it's time for those people who want to step up and be the leader of leaders to actually recognize that time is of the essence. And if you always do what you've always done, well, you're just going to get more of the same. And more of the same today means the likelihood of sustained success is far less. So I would ask you, please be the best leader you can. Step into being your best self and let me help you. So manage your staff more effectively because you manage yourself more effectively. So I look forward to seeing you either on one of the programs or contact me through the website info@ginagardnerassociates.co.uk, or you can meet me on LinkedIn. Look forward to seeing you. Bye bye now.